It's taking too long.
Patience.
Patience? I don't see what patience has to do with this. It should have happened by now.
Life keeps to its own timetable, not ours.
Oh, it doesn't stop us from trying. Good morning!
Your ruler has risen. Rejoice, and let bellow the horns of birth. Immortal protector of the nation, progeny of the great bloodlines, master of strategies, eternal conductor, and forger of matrimony.
We're here to advise you on how to handle ruling and commanding every time.
The horns of battle.
Fine, we'll have to do this later. The Cadence is attacking. Heroes, jump in! The ruler will be with you shortly!
And off they go.
We'll explain later. We just need you to take command because our citizens, understandably, find it hard to trust a giant talking chalice.
We are not just a giant talking chalice.
But the nation will listen to you because you're of their blood.
Forged from the bloodlines of the great houses.
Oh, and one last thing. Unfortunately, the bloodline ritual that was used to create you also bound you to us. So you can never leave the throne.
But do not despair. You can still command your heroes. Look inward, and you will find that your mind can follow them anywhere. Onward!
We don't want to keep the Cadence waiting.
Here you have the hunter. Attacking at close range is good, but attacking from afar, where one can think and plan, is better.
If you listen closely, you might be able to hear your group leaving you behind as you line up that perfect shot.
Actually, the hunter will be in front of the group, stealthily scouting ahead.
Is that what they say they're doing?
Ah, found one of our alchemists. Brilliant mind in a delicate body.
Not worth much in a close quarters battle, but they make up for it with their nasty exploding flasks.
Just watch out for friendly fire.
The explosions are big, so aim well, or keep your heroes back. Trust us, you don't want to be on the receiving end of one of their concoctions. This is a caberjack. They hit things with a caber. Sometimes they hit hard and put things down. Other times they hit not so hard and just knock things out.
That's all you're going to say?
Simplest way of life there is.
Caberjacks. Profound purveyors of violence.
First catch of the day.
We can't tell you much about the Cadence because not much is known. It's old, first sighted centuries ago, but it cares only for destroying our nation with its corruption.
That's where pawns like you see here come in. Think of them as attack dogs the Cadence creates to spread corruption in the world. Been worse. At least they belong to heroic bloodlines.
Oh yes, we forgot to mention. Normal humans cannot survive even a single touch from the Caitans, but because the bloodlines of your heroes are attuned to us and have our power flowing through them, they have a fighting chance. How about that, eh?
One down, untold millions to go.
Seeds, arguably the lowliest of pawns, are more nuisance than menace.
But if you're going to remember one thing, don't let those runts form a posse. Keep them apart.
Otherwise it'll be like when caberjacks get together at a tavern.
Except not the best night of your life. was bound to happen sooner or later, so you should get used to this now. There'll be a lot more before we're done.
Remember, they're fighting for something bigger than themselves. Persevere, honor their sacrifice. Calm down, you're going to tip us over.
There was some battle that ended just like this, right?
Well, it wasn't exactly. There were no pawns, obviously, but I believe you're referring to Holler's rebellion.
That's it. Oh, how could I forget the bees?
horns of birth. A cause for celebration indeed.
Babies have been born before today.
And it was glorious every time, was it not?
What, unbearable shrieking and smells that are even worse? That's your idea of glorious.
Yes.
It always feels weird accomplishing something without having beaten it into submission.
Should have seen my books after I was done with them.
Finally, some action!
As you have no doubt surmised by now, it takes time for the cadence to create its pawns. So they're only able to attack every few years. Unfortunately, you cannot fight back multiple incursions at the same time. Our primary focus is charging up to destroy our enemy, and we can only allot enough of our energy to send out one group of heroes at a time.
Pawns don't last long outside of the cadence either. So even if you win one battle, it'll be too late to fight the other.
Choose wisely and
Blow the horns! Do you feel it? That little tingling in the air before a fight? I know they do.
here is where you can make any last-minute substitutions or preparations before you deploy your heroes to battle. And once you give the word, they'll jump in, and we'll handle the rest.
Make sure they close their mouths when they jump.